Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing 10 products with you, 10 items that are not high-end, but they feel high-end to me, whether it's just how they look, how they apply, how they wear, the packaging, maybe all of the above. These things just feel more expensive than they actually are. So I have them all on my face today, and let's go ahead and get started. If you're new, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's go ahead and get into these products that feel very high-end. Product number one is one that came out this year. I know you've heard about it. I've talked about it. I've done a video on it, and it's e.l.f. Halo Glow. I know this is such a typical thing to put in a video like this because this is supposedly, and it is, a dupe for the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. But not only does this look like the Flawless Filter, it performs like it, it looks like it on my skin, but even the packaging on this, it's a glass bottle. It has this really cute pink lid. It has a really large doe foot applicator. When I'm using this, I don't feel like it's from the drugstore, and it's about $30 less than the Charlotte Tilbury, which is just an added bonus. And this one also has a little bit more pigment to it, so I do feel like you don't get coverage from it, but I do think you get a slight tint to your face, whereas with Charlotte Tilbury, I feel like it's a bit more sheer and see-through. It's more about the glow. With this one, you get a little bit of both, but every time I use this, I feel like I'm using the Flawless Filter. Moving on to number two, this is another complexion product, and I've talked about it many times, but I knew it had to be in this video, and it's NYX. The NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer is just so good, you guys. I say it over and over again, but I cannot believe that this is from NYX. Every time I use it, I just love how it looks. I love it under the eyes. I love it on my face, just all over as like a lightweight foundation. It is very beautiful. I wear the shade Vanilla. So it looks like this, and it's so thin and lightweight, but you actually do get a decent amount of coverage from it. It's definitely not full coverage or anything, but it is so good. So good. The consistency on this is very thin. It is that serum-y texture, so a little bit of it really spreads. It's not thick, it's not heavy. It's just a beautiful product. I would say it kind of dries down to more of a natural finish. It's not super dewy, definitely not matte though. I love it. I think this is an amazing affordable concealer. Number three is from Revolution. Again, I've talked about this quite a few times at this point, but the Revolution Cream Bronzer, best cream bronzer I've ever tried from the drugstore, no doubt. I just can't believe how good this is. I have the shade Light, and this is the creamiest blendable product. It's just so good. I mean, look how pretty it is when you blend it out. It's just an effortless product, and I do not, like I said, I think this is the best drugstore cream bronzer I've ever used. I've tried bronzers here and there from the drugstore. I like the one from e.l.f. I like the one from Positions Formula that I don't even know if they make anymore, but this one, so good, you guys. It just melts into your skin. I think I've described it like butter before. That is how it applies. It just melts into your skin. It is so good. It's very similar in texture to the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer, if you're familiar with that. The only thing I will say about this, and it's not a bad thing, it's just something to note, this is very thin, but a little bit of product gives a lot of pigment. So I definitely recommend going in kind of sparingly with it, and then you can always add more. If you do kind of go overboard, your sponge is your best friend. You can just kind of tap around it, and it's very thin, so it's very easy to blend out if you get a little too much on your face. But other than that, I have nothing bad to say about it. This is such an amazing product. I think it's $8 and it's wonderful. Next is a blush from Maybelline, and it's this one. So it's the Fit Me blush in the shade 20 Mauve. And I bought this on a recommendation from Kellyanne over on Instagram. She was using this, and I always love blush colors that she likes. So I bought it, and it looks like this, okay? It's a very light blue toned mauvey pink. It is so beautiful. It gives you a very similar look to all of those really popular blue-based pinks right now. That kind of baby doll pink color that I feel like has been very in for quite a while. This is so beautiful, you guys. It's not super intensely pigmented like you can see when I blended it out with my hand. Kind of almost looks like a blush topper. It does have just the slightest bit of sheen to it. It's not glittery, it just has a little bit of radiance to it. That is the blush that I have on today with the Revolution bronzer, and I don't know, I get really excited every time I use this. It kind of reminds me of my Hourglass blush in Sublime Flush. It's just a very beautiful baby pink that gives a little bit of glow, not too much pigment. This is one of those products you can apply without thinking because it's so sheer, but not sheer in a bad way, just sheer like it's buildable. You can wear it on its own, you can top blush with it, you can put it over cream blush, and it just gives that little extra pop of pink. It's so good. If you like blue-based pinks, try this one from Maybelline. Next is another newer favorite to me, and it's CoverGirl, this brow pencil, the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in soft brown. Until a month or so ago, I was very much ride or die for NYX Micro Brow, and I do love that. That's a great brow pencil from the drugstore, but this one, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the color or the consistency. I think it's just all of the above. The color soft brown is perfection. This is creamy enough so that it's easy to apply, but it's not so creamy that it kind of slides around everywhere. It's very easy to get very soft, wispy looking hairs with this. It has a spoolie on the end, and it's so affordable. I think it's $6, $7, somewhere around there. Thank you to Candace, who is a subscriber, and she recommended this to me, and I have been loving it ever since. I just don't feel the need to use a high-end brow pencil. To me, this feels very, very high-end. Number 7 is actually 2 products, but I'm counting it as one because I wear these 2 together and they're from the same brand. And it's these 2 from e.l.f. So the No Budge eyeshadow and the No Budge shadow stick. So this is all I have on my eyes today. I have this in sandstone. I call it sandstone. It's sand dune. I have this all over my eye. So in the crease, on the lid, I have it applied just really sheerly. So that is it there. This is a wonderful formula. It is very pigmented, so you do have to apply it kind of sparingly unless you want a lot of the pigment. You do have to apply this kind of sparingly if you want a lighter application, but you can use more product and get a very intense, deeper color payoff. But this is such a great formula. It is easy to blend. I literally just put this on all over on the lid up into the crease. And then I took the No Budge matte eyeshadow stick in Cool Beans, which is just kind of a cooler toned, kind of an espresso brown. I applied just a little bit of that on the outer half of my lash line, smudged it with a brush, and that's it. And I do this 2 eyeshadow look all the time. I love these 2 colors together, and they're just phenomenal. They're affordable, and it does not feel like they're from e.l.f. This is the perfect, easy daytime smoky eye. products. 8 and 9 are lip products. The first being number 8, which is the NYX lip liners, just the traditional wooden pencils from NYX. I have so many of these. I have so many colors. Today I have on 2 different shades. I have on Peekaboo Neutral, which is here. It's very similar to the original Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I have a little bit of Nude Truffle just kind of on the bottom, kind of in the center of my lip. So it's a bit of a cooler toned nude. These are so good, you guys. They are just as good as MAC lip liners. They are just the classic wooden lip pencil. Easy to sharpen, easy to apply. They last really well. They're not super creamy, so you don't have to worry about them moving around or just having to be reapplied over and over and over and over throughout the day. These last very well on me, and they come in so many colors. They're $5 and they feel high-end. Love, love, love these. Number 9 is a lip gloss, and again, this is what I have on over the NYX lip pencils today, and it's Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I am a lip gloss girl, and back in July I did my declutter series that you may have seen. I got rid of a lot of lip products, and this is the one. This lip gloss from the drugstore is the one that I kept. I kept 3 shades, and I actually have 2 of them on today because I'm extra. I put Silk on first, which is this really beautiful rosy pink. So that is Silk right there. And then I topped a little bit of the Ice color, which is just a baby pink, but it really just looks clear. But it reminds me of my very favorite Dior Lip Maximizer gloss. So I put a little bit of those 2 on over those lip pencils, and this is my favorite kind of lip combo. Honestly, most days I wear a lip liner with a gloss or just like a lip balm or a lip treatment over the top. That's just kind of my favorite look on myself, and these are phenomenal. They kind of smell vanilla-y, kind of like vanilla cake, and they're thick, but thick in a good way. They're not sticky thick. They feel really good on the lips, and they do not feel drugstore. And number 10 is actually not makeup. It's a makeup brush set that you've heard me talk about over and over, but I had to put them in this video because they also feel very high-end, and it's the Morphe Ariel Brush Set. So I originally bought the whole face set, so you can buy the eye set alone, the whole face and eye set, and now you can buy the face set on its own. And I bought the whole set a while ago. I've been using them ever since. I've washed them many, many times, and these are just great. You can do your whole face with these brushes. You don't need anything else. They are phenomenal. And if you get the full set, it comes with the sponge also, which is very nice. I just can't say enough good things about them. Not only do they perform really well, but they're so pretty. They're this matte kind of nude color. Honestly, that's kind of what attracted me to them initially, was the color. They're just beautiful. They look good sitting out on your vanity. Not that that matters, but it kind of matters to me. I just love and adore these so much. You see me use them all the time. I used many of them today. I use the blush brush all the time. I get questions about this brush all the time. It's the A22. So good. This is what I used today with that Maybelline blush. You get a really great foundation brush that's very similar to my BK Beauty 106 that I love, or my Smashbox blurring foundation brush that I also love. That is amazing. You get a smaller powder brush, a bigger powder brush for bronzer or just for setting your face with powder. You get a cream cheek brush, which looks like this. Today I used this for the bronzer, the Revolution bronzer. You can also use it for cream blush as well. You get some really great eye brushes, the Perfect Crease brush, a smaller, a bit more precise brush. I use this one a lot for eye primer on my eyes, and there's a few more that are around here somewhere. This one that actually is double-ended. So you get this flat brush on this side, and then you get more of a, also kind of a flat brush, kind of like a shader brush. You can use this for all kinds of things. You can use the flat side here for a liner if you want. You can use it as just kind of like a cleanup kind of brush. That's usually what I use it for. You can use this edge here to kind of clean up a wing or clean up your eyeshadow. It's just a really handy brush to have, and it's double-ended. And then there's a few more that are scattered around my vanity somewhere, but these are phenomenal. I would probably buy the full set of them if it were me, but if you're just interested in the eye brushes, you can buy those in a set together, and then now you can buy the face brush set, which is new, and I will link them below. All right, you guys, just wanted to share some products that I enjoy using, and let's be honest, we love a good drugstore product. We love a more affordable product, and if it feels high-end and it performs well and it makes you feel good like you're using something really expensive, then I am all for it. So I wanted to share a few things that I absolutely love from the drugstore with you. I will list them and link below as always. Make sure to thumbs up this video if you liked it. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.